What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to talk to you folks about another underrated prep. When I talk about underrated preps, I'm talking about things that are not thought of enough, in my opinion, not discussed enough, in my opinion, things that we might forget, right? Sometimes in the world of prepping, people like to focus on the tactical or the tactical things, the fun things, and those things are great. They have value, they serve purposes, they are great to have. But sometimes you got to focus on the basics. Today, funnels. Folks, I've run out of gas before, okay? And it's not something we should shame people over because life happens. You never know people's situations. Maybe the gas gauge is broken, right? Maybe they share the vehicle with other people and they assume fuel was put in there and they don't know how much fuel might be in the tank because the gauge is broken. Maybe we all just pushed a little too far, went a little too far, thought we could make it there. You know, bad choices, but life is full of bad choices. And what do we do when bad choices happen, right? We fix it. You get some fuel. So for whatever reason, you run out of fuel, you absolutely need a funnel. The modern gas cans are very difficult to use, in my opinion, and you almost definitively need a funnel. You almost definitively need a funnel. Now, what I recommend are these flexible funnels. So no matter the angle of your tank, you could fill with ease, right? Now, every single vehicle should have at least one funnel. At least one funnel. Now, you never know. Maybe you're broke. Maybe you need a funnel because the scenario is so bad, your survival scenario is so bad, that you need to have fuel with you at all times because you're traveling long distances. So maybe gas stations don't have fuel. Maybe you need to get from point A to point B in a survival scenario, and you have to get the gas in the tank. Something to think about. Definitely something to think about, especially now that winter is almost here, and depending upon where you live, naturally, right? And you do not want to run out of fuel when it's cold outside. You do not want to struggle to add fuel to your tank if you are out of fuel when it's cold outside. For those of you who have held large gas cans and tried to refuel, it's kind of cumbersome. It's a little bit difficult. And now, sure, you could use improvised things like 2-liter bottles, for example, right? But they might not work as well. I don't know how long they'll last. And in a survival scenario, folks, the reason why funnels are so important is whether you can get the fuel into your tank with or without a funnel, that doesn't matter as much as the funnel might help you save fuel. Now, fuel is obviously very expensive nowadays, very expensive. What happens if every little bit of fuel matters? What about a survival scenario? What about a real disaster scenario where every little bit of fuel counts? You are going to want funnels to make sure you do not spill, you do not waste. I have spilled gasoline trying to put fuel in tanks before. Don't get the small, tiny funnels. Get the flexible funnels. Get a larger funnel. Get a better quality funnel. At least one for every vehicle. And I'm sure funnels, especially if you are a homesteader, if you're a prepper, we could think of a lot of other uses for funnels. Main focus is fuel, right? But there are other uses for sure. I hope you're all well. Do you keep a funnel in your vehicle at all times? How about in your garage? How about in your home? Do you have a funnel? I just want to know if you folks think like I do and value the small, underrated preps that might be not talked about, not thought about. I hope you're all well. You stay safe, you prep up, and keep these things around, folks. Sometimes the boring things save lives. Take care.